The Tamil Nadu government has filed a contempt plea in the Supreme Court against the Karnataka government. The allegation is quite simple, that Karnataka government has violated the orders of the Kaveri River Authority to release 9,000 cusecs of water to Tamil Nadu, and that contempt petition has been filed in the Supreme Court a short while back.
The Supreme Court has given a verdict that what the government Karnataka should do. I mean, they should comply with that. Instead, they are going too far without the approval of the Kaveri River Authority and the Supreme Court. They have stopped water. Is it not high-handed? Very much. Yeah, right word is high-handed, illegal, wrong. So, instead of doing on the same footing, our Honorable Madam, who is a constitutional authority, constitutional person by nature, wanted to file a contempt petition. According to me, it is a clear case of contempt. It's a clear case of contempt. I mean, the Supreme Court will take a decision. They will certainly see that this kind of indiscipline will never be tolerated. If, I mean, every government...
Chief Minister of Karnataka, even though he is a BJP man, he had convened an all-party meeting twice so far in that state. But the Chief Minister here has not even called once. She had not convened the assembly. She had not called for an all-party meeting to discuss various things. If she had called for an all-party meeting, we could have joined her in this fight. It is not a fight in favor of Jayalalitha. It will be a fight in favor of the lakhs and lakhs of agricultural farmers in Tamil Nadu.
Right, no all-party meeting has happened as yet. That's what the DMK is alleging. But the contempt petition has been filed in the Supreme Court. For more on that, I'm joined now by my colleague Sumit Nagpal, reporting from the Supreme Court. Sumit, run us through what the contents of the petition are.
In fact, in this contempt petition, Tamil Nadu government has in fact demanded that contempt action be taken against the Chief Minister of Karnataka, Mr. Shettar, the Water Resource Minister, Chief Secretary, and 3 others. So they are wanting a contempt action against total of 6 people, and what they have alleged in the petition that the Karnataka Chief Minister should not have made the statement which he had made, and they are also saying that the governance in Karnataka is not carried according to the constitutional principles. And what they have basically alleged that they have not, Karnataka government has failed to follow the Supreme Court's directive of releasing 9,000 cusecs of water per day, and they are demanding a contempt action against 6 people, and they are saying that Tamil Nadu's petition says
right,
that defiance of SC order on Kaveri has led to the constitutional crisis. So these are the contents of the petition which they have said, and probably very soon this petition would be mentioned before the Apex Court, and then finally the court will take a call whether to issue a notice on this, whether to resolve this
right,
issue amicably. So we'll have to wait and watch what happens next.
Right. Sumit, stay with us on the phone line. Joining me now also from Chennai is our correspondent B. Srikumar. Srikumar, the DMK has been constantly alleging that no all-party meet has been called on the issue, unlike in Karnataka, where already 2 all-party meets have taken place to obtain broad consensus on the Kaveri water dispute. What does the Chief Minister have to say to that?
Chief Minister Jayalalitha is very silent on that demand. Not only the DMK, all other parties are saying that it is the time to act and convene the all-party meeting to raise the issue of this Kaveri water to the centre. So they are alleging that Jayalalitha is not doing it. So Jayalalitha is maintaining a stoic silence, and the party people are saying that he knows what other parties think and what the people of Tamil Nadu are thinking. So definitely he is reflecting the moods of the people in the court and the Kaveri River Authority meeting, all that. So there is no need of convening the all-party meeting. That's what they say. But it seems to be that parties, they want Kaveri water, but same time they are divided because of the political reasons in Tamil Nadu.
Srikumar, just talk us through how important the Kaveri waters are for the state of Tamil Nadu. Karnataka has consistently maintained that the water levels in the dam are low, therefore they cannot release 9,000 cusecs of water as deemed necessary by the Kaveri River Authority. What do the Kaveri waters do for Tamil Nadu? Are they really dependent on the Kaveri water for irrigation and other projects? Talk us through the importance of it.
Absolutely, there is a need of Kaveri water every time, and this time also because the failure of southwest monsoon in the region, and they need this water to cultivate more than 11 lakh hectares in Tamil Nadu, the Delta region that's called Tiruchi, Tanjavur, Nagapattinam. All these regions are depending on this water. Generally, the farmers can cultivate the rice variety. Now that Kuruvai is failed, and now they are hoping only for the Samba crop. So if the water release, then they can cultivate. Otherwise, the crops already sown. Now it's going to die down because of want of water.
Right. Timely release of water is what Tamil Nadu is looking for. Sri Kumar, thanks very much for speaking with us. But let's just give you all a background of this as to what happened last month. Now, last month, the Supreme Court had ordered the Karnataka government to release 9,000 cusecs of the Kaveri waters, as per the decision of the Kaveri River Authority, which is presided over by Prime Minister Manmohan Singh himself. Now, obeying the court's direction, the Karnataka government started releasing water to Tamil Nadu, but on Monday night it stopped the supply of water. Meanwhile, Karnataka has decided to file a review petition before the Kaveri River Authority, and now the Tamil Nadu government has filed a contempt petition for Karnataka stopping release of 9,000 cusecs of water to Tamil Nadu as per the directions of the CRA.
Karnataka's refusal on further release of water to Tamil Nadu will not only let the crops die, but will also have an adverse effect on the price of rice. With Karnataka unilaterally downing the shutters, the drought-like situation will definitely affect the Samba crops in Tamil Nadu, thereby creating a food crisis, which will result in the skyrocketing prices.